Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Dependent Fanatic channel. You can probably guess what I'm about to talk about. I had no clue. No one had any clue. My cousin called me up, I don't know, about 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and said, USC and UCLA are going to Big Ten. You hear about any of this? And I said, no, that's crazy. How's the kids and all that? And we had a conversation. And then when I hung up, I looked it up, and it's unofficially official. They are coming to the Big Ten, and until they play, a Big Ten schedule, we don't know, which is supposed to happen in 2024, which is relatively quick. I didn't think things happen that quick, but when money's involved, that's what happened. That's the first thing I will talk about is, first of all, money is slicing through traditions and regions like there's nothing else to live for. It's all about the money, and it's ruining a lot of things, and it's not just college football and their traditions and their regional keepsakes. It's every genre in life, and I don't want to go political here, but money is driving this thing. And USC and UCLA saw what the Big Ten was about to get in TV contracts and reached out to them to say, hey, we want to be a part of that. We're like-minded with academics. We love our student athletes. We uphold excellence in every sport, Olympic. It doesn't have to be men's basketball and football. We love it all, and they're great at it all, just like the Big Ten is. So it was just a natural fit and perfect right before the Big Ten is going into their new TV deal. Papers aren't signed yet. Nothing's signed yet. Okay. I was going to go to sleep on it and think about everything before I came on here, but I couldn't sleep. I had to go on here and talk about what's going on before it's irrelevant. Maybe in 24 hours, 48 hours, new news is coming out where Oregon and Washington join the Big Ten or whatever. So I was going to sleep on it, but I couldn't sleep. I got to talk about this. All right. This will absolutely help both the Big Ten and USC and UCLA in recruiting. Okay. These are the institutions that care about the academics, and they are good in pretty darn near every sport imaginable. You can play in any one of them. You're talking about the Directors Cup, the Capital One Directors Cup. Michigan might win that this year. I don't know. We're pretty close, but academics still matter. So is this a separation of the SEC, who cares only about football, and the Big Ten, who loves it all and wants to be great at everything, including academics? I don't know what's going on here, okay? So I just got some bullet points here that I wanted to talk about, okay? The matchups are going to be just amazing between, you got Michigan maybe going over to USC and playing every other, and USC coming to Ann Arbor and playing every other, and, Ohio State. You got Maryland from the East Coast going to UCLA on the West Coast and vice versa. When are these scheduled? Is UCLA going out there in the in November and playing them, or are they going out there in early September? A lot of things need to be hashed out here, but the Rose Bowl now is a Big Ten entity. Is the Pac-12 going away? So many questions. Is the Rose Bowl now going to be the Big Ten championship instead of a bowl game? Will it remain will it have its bowl status? There's no Pac-12 anymore, maybe. So, and UCLA is in the Big Ten. So what's going on there? You tell me. The Big Ten, I think, we're tearing through traditions. We're trying to be national. We're all about the money. Why not go for Clemson and Miami right now, as we speak? The ACC teams are locked into their pitiful TV contract. They could help bolster the Big Ten's new contract. The Big Ten was already going to be number 1 or number 2. Now add USC, UCLA, and maybe go get Clemson and Miami, Florida State, whoever, add to this. It's going to be astronomical money for these programs. Why wouldn't Clemson or Florida State or Miami want to do this? I think we're heading towards 2 superpower conferences, and probably one league that's 40 to 50 teams tops. It's good. I don't know. This is just shocked the world. Okay. The Big Ten TV deal isn't signed yet, so yes, just keep seeing what you want to do. All right. What did this do to the almighty perception of the SEC? Does the SEC now have to reach for other teams? They still have all the best talent, down there in the South, but with the Big Ten getting California talent, the LA market, the Big Ten now has the top 5 markets in the United States. LA, Maryland, the DMV area, which includes Rutgers and whatever. New York, I guess, is a separate market. Then you have Chicago, you have Philadelphia. Why not go get Florida? Okay, go get Miami market. Get North Carolina or South Carolina market in Clemson. Do it. Why not? This is the route we're going. Why not go ahead and do that? But the perception of the SEC. All right, so what should they do? Should they reach for other teams, or should they stay pat where they are? Is this going to be now a fight between the Big Ten and the SEC for Clemson, Miami, Florida State, Baylor, Oklahoma, etc.? Is this a grab by the 2 conferences? I don't know. And Notre Dame, I think, will have to kneel to either conference. They're going to have to beg to get in because they never wanted to join in the first place, and they think they're so powerful and whatever. I don't think the Big Ten wants them after teasing them for so long. Now they're doing it with the ACC. Good luck, ACC. Maybe they take Notre Dame after there's 2 superpower conferences. I don't know. Notre Dame, you better do something here, and better do it quick. What will schedules look like? Okay, does the group of 5 and everyone else left over from the Power 5 leagues form their own conference? And do they play amongst themselves and have their own championship? I think they should. I've been saying that forever. I think that's what they should do. The group of five should always have had their own championship. And obviously you can still play in the bowl games, and UCF still could have beat Auburn or whatever, but you don't get to claim that national championship. But they still could have had that. As far as the Big Ten and USC and UCLA goes, I think it should be just for travel. You probably should only play on the road versus one of the California schools to, just help. You don't want to have to go out there twice, for the student athlete, and that's what our conference cares about, is the student part of the student athlete. They care about both parts. And that's what USC and UCLA fell in love with, I guess, with the Big Ten, plus the money, as I said. So I don't know what this is going to lead to. I think you're going to have an NFL-type model where you got the AFC and NFC. I just hope it's not academic institutions that are good at football and then semi-pro teams that don't give a damn about education. NIL, everything is, it's all hinged on them types of things. Okay, I couldn't tell you. And then what does this do for the playoff? I think the playoff has to wait, the expansion or whatever has to wait until all these conferences kind of settle down and figure out what they're doing. And then, of course, the Pac-12, what are they going to do? Oregon, Washington, Stanford, these other programs, are they going to join in with the Big 12 maybe and try and form a third super conference, which will delay the inevitability of two conferences? I think this is a race and a fight between the SEC and the Big Ten in getting the best talent and getting the best academic institutions. And the Big Ten waited and bided their time after the SEC took Oklahoma and Texas from the Big 12. They weren't feared by it. This is college sports after all. And if the SEC wants to go and make their own playoff and go away and do their own thing, that's fine with me. These are universities after all. Universities are universal, in everything. Sports, academics, morals, life. They try to teach it all. So I guess it's just going to depend on the money and what a student athlete wants. There's my rant about, and not really a rant, just my thoughts, and I'm as confused as everybody else out there. What is going to happen? That said, stay tuned for my ACC football predictions. If there is an ACC conference this year, who the heck knows? Shit changes every day, apparently. But as I know it, there's still going to be a season this year, and it's still going to be against the teams they already have scheduled. So stay tuned for the ACC. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Thanks.